So you see, I think as far as this budget is concerned, our understanding is that this is going to be the real first budget of this government. And so while everybody expected a lot of things from the first budget, that was probably a half-year budget, not enough time for them. But this time, we are expecting real reforms in this. If they are able to announce the GST, a lot of the problems which the industry faces all across the country, that is going to come down significantly over a period of time. I think our industry is also suffering because the government has been tinkering with this whole issue of service tax. And in some senses, during the last budget, what the government did was to put service tax on a public utility service, which is the radio cabs. So we, for our industry, would also be looking at a review of that decision and withdrawal of radio tax on the regulated radio taxi, where the tariff is actually regulated by the state with the objective that it is going to be given to the consumers at a controlled price. Now you don't put a service tax on ration, and this is like putting a service tax on an auto rickshaw or on a bus ticket. And I think that is something which the government needs to review. We have made representations and hope that they do that. We are also hoping that during this session, in the Motor Vehicles Act, the government makes necessary changes to allow the self-driven cars to move around across the country without having to pay the border taxes. Because today what happens is that the tourists who take these cars on a self-drive basis, when they are traveling from one state to another state, and these border checkposts are at crazy kind of locations, and they have to go and stand there along with the truck drivers and with the other guys, and then pay a bribe to those people, and that is not a very great experience, and we could avoid that. We've even said that if there is a tax that is to be taken, it could be a one-time tax which is taken on those cars at the beginning, but not that every time that you cross the border there is a tax to be taken. IT is a very important part of the future growth. The government has been talking about digital India, etc. So whatever measures are required to actually execute that strategy to have this entire country digitally connected, all of those things should be taken as part of the measures during the budget. But I think also along with that, there is this new trend that we see where some companies who are technology companies, they create products for some other industries, and then they want to be not covered under the laws which are regulating those industries. Now that's a very strange kind of demand from those companies. And I think in the garb of saying that we are e-commerce companies and we are technology companies, that is not something which can be permitted. I think carpooling is a part of our industry, and it is something that should happen. We have a huge problem in this country about the number of cars which are on road, the congestion, etc., etc. The pollution levels are very high, and carpooling is something that I think must happen. It's not important whether it is competing with us or not, and whether we are in that industry or not, and we are providing that service or not. But I think that is something which must happen in this country. Business world events are always events where you get to meet up with people who are having so much energy, and they are all here to learn some things from the other founders who have sort of traveled the journey. Great to share our own experience with them. It is very, very good that those people are being brought to this platform. Accelerate is a great platform that BW is creating, and I wish them very well.